we've come to Surat in India to launch the global chapter of gsport for girls. And after 13 years of telling the South African women's sports story, it's time to spread our wings and fly. I can't think of a better person to start off this series with than former Indian cricketer and now cricket journalist, broadcaster and YouTuber Snehal Pradhan. Such an honor to sit alongside you.
Hey, the pleasure is all mine, Kass.
When you think about how your journey has gone, 15 years in cricket, and here you are telling the story of cricket itself, how do you feel about how things have gone?
I feel pretty good about it. Throughout my playing days, I was very aware that we were one of the select few who get to do something like this. Even representing your state or representing the highest level, playing for the country was a huge honor. And even after that, playing domestically, I had a lot of pride playing for my state. And after that, I knew that my skills, I was a good communicator. I was into writing a little bit from school, so I knew that my skills could be used to grow the digital presence of women's cricket, and which is why after, or actually even during my playing career, I started writing blogs. I did a few articles for websites, and after retiring in 2015, after about 15 years, I got into it full time. And pre 2017, it was a stage where I was really passionately telling the stories of Indian women's cricket because no one else was doing it. Not a lot of people were paying attention. And then post 2017, everything's changed, and it's great to see so many people giving the Indian women's team the limelight they deserve, and so too with women's cricket globally.
What was it like when you were playing in terms of the interest people had in women's cricket?
So there were two very distinct eras because I was playing from around 2000 to 2015. So in 2006, the BCCI took over women's cricket. So previous to that, the Women's Cricket Association of India were the administrative body. Those were days where we would travel unreserved in trains, where we would all sleep in dormitories, 15 girls sharing one bathroom, where we would play on grounds where there wasn't a blade of grass, where we had to organize drinking water. That was one of the biggest struggles. Those were the days of very different kinds of fights. And then we had to perform completely amateur. Post 2006, things changed. There started coming a little bit of money into the game. We started getting better facilities. So there were two clearly different eras, and I think the young girls of today are very lucky that they don't have to fight those fights because 30 years of women's cricketers have before them, and finally we're at a point where the basic facilities are taken care of, the Indian team is well paid, domestic cricket is getting some remuneration. So both experiences are something I really value because the memories of traveling across the length and breadth of the country in those trains unreserved, and now sitting in a 5-star hotel in the lobby, those are experiences that have really colored this journey along.
Sitting here in this 5-star hotel, and you talk about how things have changed, but it's going to get even better for women's cricket. And that is why I think storytelling now, particularly with your YouTube channel, for instance, is so very important.
Yeah, absolutely. I started YouTube around 2006, 2017. I really took it up. Very funny origin story is that the game Pokemon Go came out.
Yes.
And I used to watch those Pokemon cartoons as a kid, and I thought, let's try playing this game. And I went onto YouTube and I saw some tutorial videos. And there was a particular YouTuber by the channel by the name of Trainer Tips who was doing Pokemon Go vlogs.
Yes.
So I thought, how cool would it be to make cricket vlogs?
Yes.
And that's how I started my own YouTube channel. Basically,
before the cool kids did it.
absolutely,
Yes.
yeah. So trying to tell my cricket story, trying to share my cricketing experience, and then when I put out a video of how to choose a bat, and that video exploded, and I saw that there was a huge opportunity to share my cricketing experience in a non-traditional way. I mean, people go into coaching, administration, even journalism, you could say, is a traditional outlet. But here I had an audience of lakhs of people just by putting out a video online. And I thought that's a really powerful medium, and I've tried to build that channel as much as possible. We're now close to 200,000 subscribers in a very short amount of time. And I'm loving the fact that I get to tell the stories of women's sport through my writing. I'm privileged to be able to commentate on some of these games and share my own experience through my YouTube channel. So I'm really blessed in so many ways in this field.
But there's a great opportunity for you to really spread your wings here because of the knowledge that you have, and I've watched you in action here, a deep understanding of the game. How did you chart your way forward in a very exciting time for women's sport?
I think as women's sport grows, the opportunities for people like us around it are just going to get bigger and bigger. There are so many exciting events on the horizon. We've got the Women's T20 World Cup standalone with Australia planning to really smash all records. Very soon, I hope a women's IPL is actually going to take off. Women's cricket itself has been transformed in terms of the coverage it's getting, in terms of the attention it's getting. And I want to be a part of telling this story of growth, because you need people who remember where you came from, remember the days where you had to literally finish a match and you send out a news bulletin to the newspapers so that you will get your coverage. You send out your photo to the newspapers. Now, there are almost 10 people here chasing these women, trying to tell their stories, and that's great to see. And I'm so lucky to be a part of this change, and I would be very lucky if I can be a storyteller in this journey.
I love the fact that you are a multilingual commentator because it's easy to do English commentary, but living in the country that you're living in, you need to be more accessible to as many people as possible.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's something the broadcasters have also realized. And there is a huge push towards regional commentary. There is a huge push towards regional content. My own YouTube channel, I started it out in English. Then I thought, let's do both. So I used to put out videos in English as well as Hindi. So shooting the same video in English, then shooting the same video in Hindi, and putting out two separate videos, all that. And I just saw the Hindi videos take off. So then I realized this is what we need to do, and I converted my YouTube content completely to Hindi. So I'm writing in English, I'm doing my YouTube channel completely in Hindi. I'm very lucky to be getting opportunities in my own mother tongue, Marathi, as a regional cricket commentator, besides doing the English commentary work. And it's something that has given a lot of former cricketers like myself who speak the regional language our own opportunities, which maybe make it in just the English world, it's quite difficult to break into that particular club maybe, but it's a huge opportunity which is only going to grow going forward.
How would you like to see yourself in terms of this lovely brand that you're developing in the next 5 years? If you had to look ahead, what do you see?
That's quite a difficult question, because until now I've almost not been looking ahead as much. But I must start, and I have essentially started looking ahead. And I can see the trajectory in which women's cricket, women's sport is growing, especially in India. And I am very excited to be a part of that growth. I'm very excited to be in a position to tell the story of that growth. I mean, there was a book that came out last year on the history of women's cricket.
Yes.
Named The Fire Burns Blue, written by a couple of dear friends of mine. I'd love to tell the history of women's cricket in the video format, in the broadcast format, and that's something that I see a unique opportunity, and that's something I'd really love to do.
Women's sport globally is just looking so good, but you have an added advantage in that you played cricket. And when you speak to players, do you have a sense of understanding where they're coming from? Are they receptive to that?
It's interesting actually. In India, there is quite a stark divide between the players and everyone else essentially. And it's understandable, because when you have a team where you have Smriti Mandhana followed by millions of people on Twitter, Harmanpreet Kaur is such a big brand in herself that they want to keep to themselves, they want to enjoy their space. There is a little bit of a team, very formal, very closed team mentality. And I respect that, because they're there to do their job.
Yes.
They're there to entertain. It's not just about winning matches nowadays, it's also about entertaining while you do that. So in that mold, I know that there's always going to be almost a little bit of distance between the players and the people telling this, a professional distance.
Yes.
And that's something that I have realized and accepted as a part of this job, that if you want to tell the stories, you're going to have to take a little bit of a step back, because sometimes you need to take that step back to get a big picture view of exactly what's going on. And having been at the international level briefly myself. I'm nothing but respect for the amount of effort that these girls put in.
Yes.
And to see them do their job and become world beaters, nothing would give me more satisfaction than India doing something like winning a World Cup.
I know you talk about them being big stars, but you are heavily noticed and people want to take selfies with you and all that. How do you deal with that? Being someone who tells other people's stories to people actually appreciating who you are.
Ah, that's an interesting question. I actually got that a lot pre 2017, where I was essentially one of the only voices for women's cricket. So people would say women's cricket, yes, Snehal Pradhan. I'm actually loving the fact that there are more people telling those stories. But at the same time, I love it when I'm recognized. I love it when people ask for selfies. I mean, there was a 9-year-old girl who came up and asked for a selfie at the ground the other day with a bat in hand, a backpack on her back, telling me that she's watched all my videos and the potential through YouTube, through the broadcast work that I do, to reach young girls like that. Tell them that not only can you play cricket for your country, make a living out of it. After that, you have opportunities in the broadcast field. That is something that really excites me. I mean, and possibly one reason why I enjoy being in a very visible medium, because the potential to inspire is so much more. When people see you being good at your job and thinking that, yeah, she's a girl, she's excelling, I can do that too. So I think that has great potential.
What's your advice to YouTubers? Because everyone believes they can be a YouTuber, everyone believes they are storytellers, and I think social and digital media has made it easier. What is one bit of advice you can give to someone?
Don't try and copy someone else. You can copy technique, don't copy style. You develop your own style, see what unique aspect you have to offer to the digital community, and it might be the same kind of content done in your own unique way. That's probably what I would say. And be patient also. YouTube is a very long-term game. Think about making 100 videos, and if you're in it for that long, then take it up.
You sound like a very disciplined person. Do I have you spot on?
Sometimes yes, especially on tour. When I'm
Yes.
on tour, I'm very much in that frame of mind. Get things done, get things done. When I go home, I like to relax a little bit. I do relax, slack off sometimes. It's human, and I'm very lucky that I have a support system of people who keep me in line when I need to, and support me when I'm down. I think that's really important to have those kind of people backing you up. And it's there, that innate discipline of having played cricket for 15 years, and sometimes I just need to get it back on track.
Like all of us do.
Yeah.
Is it still a challenge being a woman in sports media?
Yes, I think it is. I mean, there are. I think the biggest challenge is limited opportunities. The door is opened, but it's not been smashed all the way through.
And sometimes you've got to smash it open because if you wait for someone else to do it, it probably never is going to.
Yeah. So there are challenges, there are limited opportunities, which means that you have to make the absolute best impression when you get those opportunities. That can be stressful because you know there's practically no margin for error. It's not very dissimilar essentially to being in an elite sport environment, I think, when you have to work on your game every day, and to some extent harder than others, especially if you want to make a mark the very first opportunity you get. So things have changed tremendously. I mean, people who have come before me, like Anjum Chopra, have normalized the fact that you can have women on TV. I mean, you have done such a great job in South Africa, and that's made it easier for people like me to walk this path. But it is still a tough path. It is still a path that takes a lot of hard work. There's no denying that. But it is getting easier. It is getting better. The next generation will have it even easier.
How can people follow you on social media, and how can they, more importantly, subscribe to your YouTube channel?
So my YouTube channel is Cricket with Snehal Hindi. So if you just Google Snehal Pradhan, Cricket with Snehal on YouTube, you'll be able to find it. My Twitter handle is @Snehal Pradhan, Instagram Snehal Pradhan 18, and Facebook Snehal Pradhan Official. And yeah, just look out for me in your local newspaper or whichever sports websites you follow. You might find my writing there.
absolutely. What an absolute pleasure working with Snehal while being here in India. And to say that she is a star on the rise in terms of broadcasting is an understatement. As she said, watch out for her. We're watching G Sport here.